Hello, hello, Mango. Just got off the phone with Sir Payday the Third. But I feel like I'll tell you guys a bit more when we have some more people in the stream. Hello. Hello, Goy, Del. Doing some painting, that's alright. Painting's fun. Yeah. I don't know how many people are gonna join, but I'm just waiting a little while so I can give you all the deets on the phone call, the business call I had with Sir Payday the Third, Lord of Stars. I say Lord of the Stars because the studio is called Starbreeze. The further continuation of my joke. But we'll just wait a little while longer just to see if anyone else drops in. We'll wait a little while. Not trying to rush anything here. Because otherwise, oh wait, crap. My coworker, that fish, just added me. He wants to talk. I'm just gonna talk to him a super short while here. Give him the deets. Okay, 1 second, guys. I'm just gonna tell him I'm streaming so he can't keep me waiting for too long. Okay, 1 second. All right, sorry peeps, I'm back. I was in a conference call with that fish. I was giving him all the nitty-gritty details of the business call I had yesterday. So, how's everyone doing? Yeah, okay, so hope I didn't sell my soul. Perhaps I did, perhaps I didn't. Well, so basically, we were offered to be part of well, he said that they are willing to do anything just with us, whether that is literally just a shout out, a collaboration, or even publish us. So he's going to be sending over a publishing draft to me in the coming days. Their payday the 3rd, meaning that we may possibly become published by Starbreeze, which is the developer and publishing company that owns Payday. They have published 3 other games outside of Payday. So we would be the 4th in case we enter a publishing agreement, which is very epic. Payday cutscenes is more expensive than a game? What do you mean, like Payday cutscenes? I've never played Payday. There are cutscenes in Payday? So they would take care of hosting? Well, no. So basically, the benefit for us would be that they have all of the channels in terms of outreach that we do not have access to. They would be the only possibility for us to ever be able to make a console port. Bringing Penguin Eyes to console would not be possible without those fellas. They would be able to get us into like conferences, so like game development conferences. That wouldn't really be possible if we were didn't have like a advertiser hired on the staff, which we don't want to have. But we're not going to say any yes until we see what the contract would look like. But we know, he told me without giving me specific numbers, but rather percentages, that they published a game that was in early access, and they published it during early access, which would be identical to how they would do it with Penguin Heist. If we would get published by them, we'd be getting published during early access, and that game, after getting published, their worst month of sale, like while they have been published, has been 3 times better than their best month of sales before getting published. And it's this if you look at the game they published, that is RoboQuest, which I don't know what RoboQuest is. I'm not familiar, but seems to be doing fairly well for itself. I mean, and again, we've been approached by publishers before. We were approached by Curve Digital, which is the publishing company that published Human Fall Flat. We were approached by Avalanche. Or not Avalanche, what's it called? The guys that make, not Avalanche. Avalanche made Just Cause. We were approached by Landfall, which is the publishing company for like yeah, tabs, content warning. They approached us as well. But I think in terms of like yeah. Well, so the thing is with like Payday 3, right? I mean, it's a massive flop, but that's not necessarily a fault of their publishing, right? Which is what you have to look like. It's a fault of the development. Right. Because they didn't even publish the game. It was Deep Silver that published the game. So they developed the game, but Deep Silver published it. And I wouldn't be surprised if Deep Silver's publishing was part in putting pressure on them to change the product in a way. Because it was like a lot of, wasn't it microtransactions? That was like a big issue. I don't know, but yeah, no need to play long queues, but UI and connection issues. Yeah. I mean, I haven't played a single Payday game. Like, I'll be honest, but I'm not gonna say any sort of definitive yes until we actually see the outlining of the contract. And to me, it matters more how they are as publishers, not how they are as developers. Because if they can do a good job, like they seemingly have done with RoboQuest, like RoboQuest was doing well before them, but it's doing great after them. That could be the same story for Penguin Heist. Like, we're doing well without any publisher, which is why we've been hesitant to go with any publisher before. But if there's a chance to do, yeah. So when I was saying yesterday, I was meeting up with this like the gamer cult, game development cult. Those guys have a bunch of like lawyer contacts and there many of those indie developers I met up with yesterday are also like they have publishing contracts as well. One of them was like published by Apple when Apple Arcade first launched, and he got like an $800,000 contract or something to make like a game launch title. So publisher at percent cut. Yeah, generally they'll take a percentage cut of the of the publishing. But so that's why we need like significant increase in sales to even warrant a publishing deal being beneficial for us, right? Steam's already taking 30%. Generally, publishers take 30%. So then we're left with less than half of the money. So that's 40% split between me and that fish. So, but if they can triple the sales, then that's already made up for it, right? But that's assuming they go with the 30% cut, but we don't even know. So nothing can be said until we get like a contract. But again, also, that's only on Steam. We might be looking at like a console release potentially then if we get this publishing deal, and then we could go on to different consoles as well. So you never know. But definitely an interesting conversation. But I'm not gonna get that contract outline until a couple of weeks because the guy's over in Seattle traveling. So so I'm chill, but yeah, I'm gonna be discussing it with my game developer friends over here in Iceland. My indie game developer friends. Because they yeah, I mean, basically every single person, it's me and like 2 other people who are self-published. Like me and 2 other people in Iceland are self-published. There are no indie developers in Iceland who self-publish. There are like 20 game development studios. So how about that early release? Oh right, yeah, I should probably click build. I'm gonna fix that. Man, I wish I could rework the main story before I sent out the build, but that's whatever. No, yeah, well, but I was saying that there are like 20 game development studios in Iceland. 20 game development studios in Iceland. That's it. And outside of those, I would exist because I'm not actually technically a studio. So me and like, yeah, 2 other guys have self-published. But the rest of those guys all have lots of experience in trying to get like publishers, getting grants, getting all that stuff. So they know what like a good contract or bad contract is, and many of these people have been screwed over by publishers before, so they know exactly what to look out for when it comes to like a beneficial contract and not. But like I said, like from me and that fish perspective, we're 2 people, right? 2 people is not a big team. So if we see, like, let's look at this RoboQuest game. They have 16,000 reviews. Maybe they're a team of, say, 12 people or something working on this game. In order to make as much money as we did, that means they would have to have 12 times more the amount of reviews, essentially, assuming they have a higher price. But at the same time, you know, let's just say that, you know, for example, they need to make 12 times more the amount of reviews because reviews generally correlate with sales. So they have 16,000. Penguin Heist has how many reviews? 2,000. So that would mean they'd need 24. If they're a team of 12, they would need 24,000 more reviews to get the same amount of money that we would get, which they haven't reached. But of course, again, it's 25, so it's another $10. So they, I mean, honestly, then if we look at it from that perspective, $25, they probably earned the same amount per person, assuming they're like a 12-man studio or something, which is quite standard for a game of this like caliber. 12-man studio. But the reason we're able to make a living off of what we do is because we're such a small team. And we've had Penguinized out now since 2021, so, and we're still making money from it, enough to work full time. Again, we're not rushing into the publishing deal, and I explicitly said as much in the call. The first thing I said when he brought up the fact that they were maybe looking at publishing us, that we haven't looked at publishers. We've been approached by publishers before, and we have said no repeatedly because they never seem to present anything that they would bring to the table that we could not provide ourselves. Generally, when people want a publisher, it's for two reasons. One reason is that the publisher can provide you with money up front. They can say, here's $1 million, go and make this game. And then we're going to take a % cut when the game is done. The other reason is we're going to market the shit out of your game. We're going to get you into game conferences. We're going to make professional advertising for you. We're going to get you in the proper channels to make sure that news outlets will review your game. And we'll do everything in our power that you cannot do because you do not have these channels and contacts. And generally, most game developers are inept when it comes to marketing their games. I'm still not very good at it, but I can make a good shit post and I can make it go viral, and that's good enough for me. But I never struggled with getting eyes on the games that I've been making, whether it's The Walking Fish, whether it's Penguin Heist. And now it's a different challenge with Detective Penguin, of course, because it's single player and story based, but it's an interesting time for sure. So we'll see what happens. And it's going to be interesting as well with Penguin Heist going into full release, because they say that, you know, in when it comes to like the game being released, if this is sales and this is time, then generally if this is early access release, you'll have like a spike in sales, which then dies off, and then sometimes you'll have like spikes again when it's like sales, but generally the trend is downwards, right, until eventually it peters out. But then the thing is, you make the 1.0 release, let's say it's here, and Steam will push this game again as if it was a newly released game. And I don't know if you guys knew that when we made the daily deal, we sold as many games in 2 days as we sold during an entire month, generally. Maybe even more than we sold in almost like 1.5 months. So it was like an insane amount we sold during that daily deal. But the 1.0 release, oh shit, yeah, you can see here. I can show you. You can see now. So yeah, early access sales time. So you can see it peters out and you get like these spikes, like I said, like during like seasonal sales, maybe you get like a viral video, maybe you get like a Reddit post or whatever. But then 1.0, it's as if the game was released again, and sometimes it can be even bigger than the initial sales spike from just going early access. And then, you know, you can get that second wave just because you release it 1.0 again. Because Steam will market it as if it's a completely new release. So it's quite interesting. I mean, this is all like the business stuff, and this is the stuff you need to keep in like the back of your head, because at the end of the day, you're not just making a game, you're making a product, you're making something with a price on it, and you're trying to provide for yourself. You know, when you're working, it can be all fun and memes and your silly penguins goofing off and bugging and shaking. But when it comes to actually living off of what you do, you have to keep this stuff in mind. And you have to like make the decision, do you go with a publisher or do you stick to your own stuff? And you can't always abide by principle. Like, it feels good to say that that you have no publisher. That's a nice feeling to say that. But at the same time, does it feel so nice to say that you should always say no to a publisher, even if it means that you can like triple your profits without actually decreasing the quality of the product? Because that's the thing. We would never enter a publishing agreement if it meant that Penguin Heist becomes worse for it. No chance in hell. Like, we're not gonna add microtransactions to Penguin Heist. And that is a principle I will stand by. Because I find that microtransactions are just not gonna happen. Not in this game. No way. I'm okay with DLCs. Substantial content drops, but microtransactions, no. And some publishers might want to push for that because they want to see you grow economically. But the thing is also, like, some publishers, and this is interesting, and this is something that gamers will typically not think about, because again, like, gamers will look at the game and they will just think like, okay, how good is the game? Game is bad. Okay, company bad, whatever. But it's interesting that some, like, many companies are started, like game companies too, are started with a promise that they never actually intend to fulfill. It's essentially they are treating the company almost like an NFT or like a crypto coin. So basically the idea is, if we say that this is the value, and then this is the time, and then a company saying, you know, they say, we have idea and a team, okay? So they put together like 10 people or something, or even like 5 people, you know, they put together 5 people. These are like competent engineers, game developers, art designers, everything. They're like genuinely good at what they do. They put this together, and it's put together by this one guy. Let's call him the CEO. And he goes out and he's looking to all these different like investors. And investors, well, they're different from publishers. Like, publishers do invest in you, but generally publishers want to see like longevity. They care about the sort of public perception of the product. They want to see games actually get made, because they don't make money unless the game is actually made. But what's sort of insidious about like investors is that investors don't actually need you to make anything. There doesn't have to be a product at the end of it, because they can still make money from you. And I'll show you what they do. So what they do is an investor comes in and they say, this idea sounds really good, but I think that the team of 5 people you have is like too small for this idea. You should like scale up. So I give you $1 million, or rather I value your company at, let's say I value your company at $10 million, which valuing a company is basically like, if this is $10 million. So he values the company at $10 million. And he values it at $10 million because he thinks that that is the value of their potential output that the company could ever produce throughout its lifetime. So let's say they come out with like a game idea, like it's the new Sims, but World of Warcraft. The Sims meets World of Warcraft. And he values it at 10 million and he buys 10% shares. So now he owns 10% of the company. He gives them 1 million. But he knows that this company's value is going to go way up from 10 million because he's urging them to scale up like the size of the team. Because investors will see a company that is growing in the size of the team is a company that has bigger plans than what their current valuation is. So they're valuated at 10 million. In order for this guy who put in 1 million to make a profit, the company just has to grow a little bit. And the company does grow a little bit because he's pushing for them to grow. He's urging them to grow in size, but the product is not actually on the way. They're working on the product, but the product's not coming because they keep scaling up, right? It's better to have like the promise of a great product than actually delivering a great product. And then they scale and the valuation goes up. And now they've spent like the 1 million they got from the investor, but now all of a sudden the evaluation is at 30 million. So it's way up high. And all of a sudden this guy who had 10%.
He is really good at dancing.
Thank you so much for the follow. So this guy who had 10% of the company, which is 1 million, now has still 10% of the company, which is 3 million. And another investor comes in and he says, oh, this company looks like it's really growing up high. And the thing is, as long as you're invested in a company, you don't actually have the money, right? Because it's just stocks. You can't spend that money. It's not like you have 1 million. You just have 1 million in stocks. And at this point, the investor has 3 million in stocks. He owns 10% of the company. So another investor comes in and he says, this company is growing very well. I want to buy in, because he wants to do the same thing that the other investor did at 1 million, but he wants to do it at 3 million. So he buys 10%. And this investor who invested in the start, he says, thank you very much. I sell my stocks. And all of a sudden, this investor here, he has his 10% is now equal to 3 million, which means that he went plus 2 million. He earned 2 million by just literally doing nothing but telling this company to keep growing. And this other investor will do the same, rinse and repeat. And all they care about is the company growing and the promises growing, but they never actually want the product to be finished. So that's the trick. And this is the case for so many games, and why you have so many games that that never get done, so many promises that never happen. There's not a new building. I think it's a bug. I need to fix it. Don't build. So this is very common, and this is the case for many of the indie studios here in Iceland. Studios that were previously 3 employees now all of a sudden are 12 employees, now all of a sudden are 20 employees. It's the case with Unity. Unity has like friggin' 2,000 employees or something, whereas Unreal Engine has like, what, 500? Why is that? Well, because they can grow and grow and grow, and it looks like they're producing more and more value, or will potentially produce more and more value, and the investors are just playing with it like it's an NFT. So it's quite interesting. And this is happening all around, and it doesn't matter. But there are so many companies, and they'll go to like conferences, they'll do talks, they'll say like, oh yeah, we have big things planned, big things coming up. Yeah, it's all happening now. We just scaled our team to 200 people. At the start of this year, we were just 10. And that means, okay, they're going to deliver big money, so we value this company at even more, and new investors come in. So it's like little fish, big fish. The big fish eat the little fish, and the little fish is quite happy because the little fish just made $2 million. But the big fish, he's looking at making $20 million instead of just 2. Because it's all, you know, multiplicative. So it scales. And that's the short of it. But that's also like I don't know if you guys have heard that there's like a lot of layoffs in gaming. Are you guys familiar with that? That there is a lot of layoffs in like gaming, many game studios shutting down, many people getting fired. Yeah. And you know the reason for this? The reason for that is this. This is the reason there are layoffs. It's not because games are being made and games are flopping. It's because of this. So basically, pre-COVID, the interest rates in banks were very low, and investors have a lot of money, and they want to see that money grow. And if these investors just kept their money in the bank, inflation was so high that they wouldn't make, like, you know, maybe the interest rate was like 1.5%, but it turns out the inflation is like 3%. So they're actually like going minus 1.5% by keeping their money in the bank. They're losing money by just keeping it in the bank. They're like, we got to invest. And as it turns out, investing in games was a good gamble, because the average rate return of investment in gaming was quite high. And they did that for many years. Even during COVID, they were doing it. And everyone's like, well, obviously games were doing well during COVID because everyone was at home playing games. But that's not really the reason why games were doing well. It was just that inflation and the inflation rates for banks or interest rates for banks were bad. So investors were happy to invest in games. But now, years later, the investment rates in banks have sort of flipped around. And now all of a sudden, interest rates are really good. So it's actually good to just keep your money in the bank. And the investors are like, screw these game companies. We're pulling out of money. We're shutting you down. We don't need you anymore, because we're earning more money by just keeping it in the bank, actually. And so that leads to layoffs, because the banks are seeing that instead of the curve going up like this, the curve might be going like this, whereas the curve for the bank might be going like this. Bank make more money over time right now. So that's a reason for layoffs, and why so many investors are like pulling out from all these different game companies. So that's fun. Just a little insider information for anyone who's interested in the business of games. Because, like I said, game development isn't just sitting down and writing code, it's also looking into the business side of things. But it can make you kind of cynical when you see this kind of stuff. Makes you feel like maybe you're a bit out of place. Because generally, like, most game developers don't go into game development because they want to make big money. They want to make fun games. But at the end, it always inevitably returns to making money. So, that's what I was trying to fix yesterday, which was Yeah, no, but that's why I feel good having all these contacts with the other game developers, because I've never looked for like investor money. We've never approached publishers. Like these other people here in like the Icelandic companies, they approach the publishers. They don't have a publisher approach them. Um, like some of these people have almost had like publishing deals with Sega. They've had publishing deals with Paradox. So they know what they're talking about. Like they have experience. I don't have the experience, so I feel like I can go to them and ask them. But I have no interest in being ripped off. But I think I trust the other guys to tell me whether or not there is any sort of potential upside to getting these publishing deals. Personally, as long as I'm earning enough money to maintain just working on this game, I'm quite happy. Although I wouldn't mind enough surplus to be able to buy a house. That much I would not mind. Mm. Mm. But I mean, we've said no to many publishers before, so it's not. If we say no again, it wouldn't be the first time. But a collaboration for sure. So I would love some sort of collaboration with them. You know, it doesn't matter how poorly or well the game like Payday 3 has been doing. Just a collaboration, I think, is fun because it's like two heist games. Penguins, silly. I think it's a good match in that sense. Yeah, like the Payday mask could be basic. Yeah, exactly. I mean, either in, you know, their stuff coming to ours and ours coming to theirs, you know, sort of meeting of the worlds, some sort of Payday mask. But of course, I don't know if, I mean, of course, we'd never add it as like microtransactions, so they wouldn't see that money in that sense. We'd add it as sort of like, oh yeah, exposure for them, which is like, but of course, they could add it as microtransaction to their game. That wouldn't matter to me. Because seemingly people are okay with buying penguins. They did buy my Roblox penguin. And I wonder if I still have sold any. Well, 3,100 Robux. I'm earning so many Robux. I want to see my analytics again. Have I sold more baby penguin? 32 sales, but that's in the last 7 days though. Should be more, I think. 35 sales overall. Making bank on the baby penguin. I'm rich. How much per unit? I have no clue. I don't know how Roblox works with Like it costs 165. I think I only get like if it's 32 sales. That means I'm earning 53. Yeah, okay, I'm only getting 30% of the sale. They're getting the rest. 30%, so they're taking 70% of my earnings. I'm being ripped off by Roblox. %, that's nothing. They're taking 70% of my Robux. I'm being scammed. Yeah, 70% though. 70%. Holy shit. Feeling like a penguin robber right now. Or rather, a victim of penguin robber. Hmm.
Supsa said, ah, he, oh, ho, oh, we.
That's so wise. Hmm. So quiet? Yeah, I'm thinking. I'm solving world peace. Yeah, the mods aren't here. That's why it's so quiet. The mods always causing a ruckus. I wonder if I can just set it to false and that's gonna work. Recompile. Yeah, I'm building the game right now, so that's fun. The test version is being built. Although I guess it's the... I don't even know if I'm building the Windows version or what I'm building, but something's being built. Can't wait for Penguin Village. Same, dude. Same. Hmm. What are you sending? Like a mini game or? Yeah, I'm thinking because Club Penguin had this mini game that I thought was fun, which is the Club Penguin Jetpack Adventure. It's like a 2D side scroller with like obstacles. You have to like catch coins in the air. That was fun. Very based. To see if they're like. He's supposed to look a different direction, but he doesn't. Maybe I should add like a credit scene because I don't have credits yet. It kind of feels weird to have a end like full story playthrough but no credit scene. Maybe I shouldn't release it today. I think. Oh shit! I fell behind. I should probably add the credits. Maybe I'll have to do that like after stream or something. Okay, they're not floating anymore. He still got the freaking weird ass, wanky ass. Like, look at this. What is this? Like, see? It doesn't make sense, does it? But he is kinematic, I guess. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's all kinematic. It's strange. Like something's keeping it kinematic as well. So the issue is not there. Whoa. He ascended, bro. Is it dialogue poster? NPC dialogue. The joint toggler. Asteroid body is true. Yeah, okay. That's so weird though. Like, is it running multiple times? Is that it? I mean, I would believe that if I moved this guy, he would actually move. Hmm. What the flip? Weird. Why is it being like set kinematic though? It doesn't make sense. Like teleport to point is only being called from one place. Set last warp position. Another exam. Scary. How's the test version going? Going well, going well. Okay. This should be the issue then. Yeah, fixed it. Okay, nice. Yeah, test version, I'm building it right now, but I'm not sure if it's gonna be ready today. It might have to be tomorrow, but yeah, okay, it's working now. Nice. But then I'll just do reload last save. It's mainly I wanna Mr. Payday, they said they would like to look into publishing Penguin Heist. So I'm going to be receiving a outline for a potential contract. I'm going to look it over, send it to some of my indie developer friends here in Iceland, and they're going to give their takes on it, and we'll see what happens. That's based. What the flip? Dr. Fish, what are you doing up there? I know what happened though. I'll see you later. Well, Payday is a game, but the company that made Payday are publishers, Starbreeze. Reload. Yeah, I love the save reload feature. Well, more like not invisible Gwyn, but teleported across the mountain Gwyn. Beautiful. Why is Dr. Fish up there? Yeah, they're being like thrown. Oh, okay, yeah, I know why they're being thrown because I didn't recompile. My bad. My bad. Also, I got paid by Twitch today. You guys want to know how much I made from Twitch? I made quite a lot of money from Twitch. In fact, you might call me Rich Rick. Are you prepared? Drum roll, please. I made 50 euros. 50 euros. I'm rich. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe I should quit this whole game development thing. Because I'm making so much on Twitch now. I mean, if you make that like 50 euros, let's say I stream, let's just be like lowball it and say I do 6 times 5, 6 hours per day, 5 days a week. So that's 30. And then in a month, that's 120. So my hourly wage is 40 cents. 40 cents, 40 euro cents to... Okay, yeah, it's roughly 40 cents euro and 40 cents dollars. Yeah, that's my hour wage on Twitch. That was really good, actually. It's not bad at all. I see. But yeah, it is, I do feel it is fun to get a Twitch payout because I get like this, you know, last time I think I got like 30 euros or something. Because I feel like I could sometimes spend that on like equipment. Like I said, I was gonna wait until I would buy the Elgato until I got enough money from Twitch to buy an Elgato. That didn't happen. I did buy it using Penguin money, but maybe I'll buy something else for 50 euros. I don't know what kind of equipment you'd buy for 50 euros for the stream, but maybe I can, I don't know what I would spend 50 euro on to make the stream better, honestly. I don't know. Any suggestions, people? What should I spend my 50 euros on to make the stream better for you all? The business expense, untaxed. Why is he up in the mountain? Dr. Fish! Stream is fine, keep them? Ah, give them to Mega Digga. Yeah, okay, there's an issue with the warping, because they... I think probably they're gonna be hidden... like up here somewhere. Yeah, I don't know, maybe I could... figure something out. I don't know if there is something I've been meaning to get. I mean, I want to improve the game that I've got running at the bottom of the screen, but it's like, that's just work. That's not me spending 50 euros to some guy on Fiverr and he makes the game for me. I have to do that myself. You know what I want to get one day? The HTC tracker. Like the Vive tracker. These little things. Then I can become a professional VTuber and my arms are actually going to be in the right positions. That's what I need. But those don't go for 50 euros. They go for like 300 euros or something. No, okay. They go for 130 euros. For one. Yeah, I don't know what's up with them. They're a bit scared, and then they get even more scared when they get teleported back. But we'll see what happens here. Then it's like before I go on stream, I dress up in my VTuber suit, put on my VTuber penguin mask, keep the bucks, Robux. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't mind like spending a bit of money on the stream. Like I bought the Elgato, and I feel like that really did well for the stream. When I bought the microphone stand, which I previously did not have, that was also for the stream. Like, and that also did well. I should buy RAM. That's what I should do. I should buy more RAM. That's what I need to do next. You get RAM for 50 euros. You get 32 gigs RAM for 50 euros, guys. Because then I won't have to fear a black screen as I'm streaming. My overlay shut down twice in one stream. How much have I got running on my PC right now? A bunch of stuff. And I can't shut it off either. Like, I could shut off, like, the Blender stuff, but... the problem with, like, game development is you're always doing different things. You're coding... and maybe like the dialogue one here I'm running is a different program from the one I code in, which is not the same one that is the game engine, which is separate from the browser, which is separate from Blender, which is separate from GIMP. So it's all these different software, and I jump between them, you know? And I don't want to have to feel like I'm running into a wall with the RAM. That could be a good upgrade, but yeah, 50 euros not going to cut it for that. But I wouldn't mind. Like, it's probably, I mean, getting more RAM than 16 is probably good for me either way, honestly. Yeah, but I do. 16 gigs. I need 32. I need 32 gigs. Need more RAM.
Mellowoak said, I just watched a Jack the Ripper documentary and now I can't sleep.
Jack the Ripper. Ah, Dr. Fish is in a different place now. What's up with this? Why is he doing this to me? No! I like Jack the Ripper. He invented many cool things. But Jack the Flipper. I mean, Jack the Flipper is mentioned.
Pro Element 310 said, I wanted to hike on the mountain Da.
Yeah, 16. I've been living with 16 for all my life, but I think I need to upgrade to 32. That is, I've never had a computer with 32 gigs. Actually, my MacBook has 32 gigs, but never mind. I have 32. I have had 32. But all my PCs and stationary computers have all been 16. But that's because I'm not really, I don't care about like gear specs unless unless it actively fights against me, in which case I'll be like, screw you. Or I will just sit there and wait. Um, 64 gigs. What are you doing? Crypto mining? Do you need RAM for crypto mining? You probably don't. I never mined crypto. I only make crypto miners, aka Penguin Heist. I mean, 16 gigs is more than enough for Penguin Heist. That's not a problem. Penguin Heist was built on 16 gigs. Playing it with any more is an abomination. Yeah, but don't you remember when Mega Dega's computer blew up in a cloud of smoke? Quality of the monitors, 480p. Yeah, he's got 480p monitor. Quite impressive. Not 4K, 480p. No, 480. Okay, seems like they teleport okay now. I just skipped the cutscene, so it's kind of janky. Ah, shit. The sound. Still going. Ah, ah, ah. I love the helicopter sound. It makes me think of, well, helicopters. Let's get to that helicopter.
Alice Sveriger said, helicopter, helicopter, ah.
Helicopter, helicopter. Is that the one you're referencing? But he's still looking like that.
Pro Element 310Z said, Paracopa, Paracopa.
Why is he still looking like that? Just, yeah, in a Rosa helicopter, a fligger hem to dare. Oh. Did you guys know, back when I was a young one, I used to have, yeah, a 480p flat screen plasma TV. I don't know where there's a comparable one, but something like this, 480p. And I played Oblivion on it, the Elder Scrolls
Joyless Ship
Oblivion.
Bud 6204 said, I bought the Chef Panguino plush when it was out.
That's epic, Joyless Ship. So I played Oblivion on this. Oblivion, the Elder Scrolls. And it has an in-game map in that game. And what's fun about that map is that it has a bunch of these symbols on it. Okay, well this image is too small. Yeah, okay. These symbols, right? You see, it's like this symbol here is like two castle towers. There's like a house. There's like hammers and stuff. And as a kid, because I was playing on a 480p monitor, I couldn't see what any of these symbols were. None of them. And this text I could barely read on my 480p. And since that day, I have hated games that have text that is too small. And that, my people, is why I rebelled in Penguin Heist and made the text way too big. This is how I rebel, people. So, yeah, I hate small text and small UI. And games today are still making their UI even smaller. And everyone seems to complain. I don't think there's anyone here that likes small UI. Maybe people who take a lot of screenshots. Maybe people who sit like 2 centimeters away from their screen. But you can't play games on TV anymore without needing to like move closer to the TV. And I have 20/20 vision. What's the deal with that? Am I right? You have glasses? I don't have glasses. I'm team no glasses. I'm team 20/20. DP, Detective Penguin? Is this a Detective Penguin reference?
Alistair Sverriger said, say no to small UI in games.
Mm-hmm. But that's also like with like playing on my Steam Deck, playing Penguin Heist on the Steam Deck. It just felt like so natural because the text was so legible. Well, whereas I've played other games on my Steam Deck and I can't see like anything because the UI is so small. Twitch on phones is bugged? How so? Yeah, other fish profile pic. But that's because Carl Weiser has glasses.
It's Patricio said, damn Detective Penguin reference on my graphics card and monitor.
You know Carl Weiser? This used to be my profile picture. On Steam at least. I don't know, maybe it still is on Steam. Is it still this on Steam? It is still that on Steam. Hey, yo, that's awesome. I love this. This is a great photo of Carl Weiser. Hey, Carl. Pervert. Why are they so far away? Little fellas, you don't have to hide. Oh, wait. Is that maybe the issue? Bruh, 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 bruh. Bruh, 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 bruh. So are you guys watching Severance? Following Severance? I haven't watched the new episode today. Gonna do that later. After stream. I'm surprised at how much it's blown up, like, recently. Like, people were hyping it up when the Um, we should watch together in Discord. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna pop some popcorn, Penguin style. Shit. But I was watching. I don't know when did the first season come out? Because I watched it the same year. Because I knew everyone was hyping it up on Reddit. And it was like it was getting super hyped. You know, like everyone's like it's awesome, but people weren't really watching it too much. But now, he does look a bit like Tom Cruise. That is true. I think it's the nose and the mouth. Like a distinct nose and the lips. And arguably the hair and the eyes too. I could see the eyes being also like Tom Cruise, Adam Scott. Like there are some. I think it's just the facial structure in general. I like Tom Cruise is a bit bigger in the face. But yeah, there are many similarities, I would say, for sure. But definitely the nose is a strong. But his point's more up, his is more like flat. I don't know. I'm not a freaking face expert, but he does look a lot like Tom Cruise. Oh, what are they doing? He's shaking. Shiver me timbers. Arr. Like, what's his deal? What? Hey, hey, I'm shaking. Trust your eyes are the mirror never lies. Are. Ah, shiver me timbers. Just my eyes. And Dr. Fish is in a completely wrong spot. Yeah, this is awesome, guys. This is completely working as intended. It's absolutely bug-free. We can try this other thing, which is... Teleport to... reload this and see if this works. Because this can't be broken before we have a test version, people. Meow, meow, meow. See you, Soup Soul. Have a good one. Alright, guys, please work now. Nope, they're just shaking. And why is that? Are they like, struggling in some way? Yeah, okay, it's because he's not kinematic. Is in dialogue. What is being spoken to? Something like that, maybe? Seems like we're onto something here. No. Dr. Fish, with all due respect, where are you? He's still in the hospital. What is he? Is it because I didn't get close enough to him? What? What's happening? Maybe this could work. See, now he's over there though. Reload. Yeah, one thing fixed. Well, things break. Yep, that's pretty much how it goes every single damn time. It never ends. But like these fellas, they're like tick, 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 tick. Dr. Fish, most broken character of Detective Penguin. Yeah. Life of an indie game dev. Life of any game dev. It doesn't matter. It always breaks. Yeah, like now you can see him, but he's still friggin' warped somewhere into the stone wall or whatever. But these two fellas, they seem to be doing pretty okay. Not now. And do they teleport back to the same spot? Yep, they do. Except he's... Definitely some level of unintended jank here that I'm not quite sure it exists. To me. But he should stop now, I guess. Oh my god, why? Like, look. His arms are like flying out. He's preparing for takeoff. He's doing their Naruto run.
Goidel's full legal name is Goidelus J. McCutherfish VIII.
That's true. He's doing the Naruto run. Okay, look at this. Look at this. This is me when I try to achieve speed. Yeah, I don't know what exactly is up with these two. His eyewear also pops in and out of existence. Like, he's got glasses. I get close to him. Now he doesn't have glasses anymore. So that's also fun. Goidulus J. McOtherfish the 8th. Yes, not to be confused with Goidulus J. McOtherfish the 7th. Mamma mia. So we teleport to point. And we move. Behind the minigame. Oh, he is? Is that where he's hiding? I didn't realize where he went. Did you guys see the guy who was out in a kayak and he got eaten by a whale? But he came out of the whale alive. You guys see that? He just popped into the whale's mouth and then out. That happened in Chile. That's kind of wild. And for that reason alone, I will not go kayaking in Chile. I was gonna do it, but then I heard about this whale thing now. He was from Venezuela. Ah, maybe that was why he ended up in the whale mouth. really bad luck. Yeah, I think so. Doesn't eat anyone from Chile, but eats the Venezuelans. Maybe it's more like xenophobic. Maybe that's what it is. Chileans, they always go kayaking in the water, never get eaten. Single Venezuelan comes and he gets gobbled up like he's candy. Obviously very targeted. Will you come back here, Dr. Fish? I don't know. Okay, you can go there apparently, but you can't go to the helicopter. Planned attack. Yeah. Premeditated. This is what you get, Doctor. This is what you get. It's not crazy at all with very much people from there. Sometimes they got eaten by a whale. Oh yeah, we have so many people swimming there, so it's not strange that one of them gets eaten by the whale. It was just bound to happen. But I believe the racist whales theory too. Yeah, exactly. It was never a matter of if, it was just a matter of when. Those Venezuelans flying too close to the sun. Like, I wonder here, for example, if I need to wait for the fixed update or not. Ah shit, I didn't recompile. You know, they say for every single non-racist whale, there are 10 more racist whales. That's what they say. Racist is fine as long as you're paying tax. I don't think those whales are paying any tax. But that is an interesting take. That's a very interesting take. I don't think you'll get too many people agreeing too much with you there, but yeah, he will have a good story to tell. I was swallowed by a whale and I came out alive. And I lived to tell the tale. I mean, isn't that it's the biblical story? Who is it that got swallowed by the whale? They're like, oh yeah, let's take it up. Just get to the meaty stuff. I want to have the teleportation. That was me adding some sound effects for y'all. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Why is Dr. Fish pilot still tweaking in the cut? Yeah, they're all tweaking. I don't know what is wrong with them, but they're all very much tweaking. Like the Dr. Fish crash site. Like, see, this is where he's supposed to be. This is where Dr. Fish is supposed to be. On this point. But where Dr. Fish really is, where he really is take a look at his route. He's over here. Which is a very different position. See, I wonder if I add like a game object here. Two 258 43 256. Yeah, but that doesn't solve the issue, Patricio. That doesn't solve the issue. Because this is not an issue just for this cutscene. It's because I've been making a bunch of changes in other places as well. I think it has to do with the fact that Dr. Fish I think we should do this. Set active state true and then teleport. I think that's what we have to do. Hello, Sai 1001. I won't be streaming for much longer today, but at least you showed up for yeah, you sort of have to get into the zone. And also you get pulled out of the zone every single time because your solutions don't end up working. And then you have to wait for this loading bar every single time. We're fixing the teleportation shit. That is the day, Sai. That is the day. All hearts day, as we say. All hearts day. Me is hot pot day. Yum. Yum 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 yum. I have not decided what to eat today. Maybe I will eat something tasty. Hot pot. Ah. Today is editing Megadega's video day. You're editing Megadega's video? And hello, Samuel. Maybe I will eat something fermented. That's a guarantee. Like they shake for a while there, but then they stop shaking, which is like, what's the deal with that? Oh, you're editing it like a video about him. Yeah, I didn't watch the Stephanie video, did I? I saw it, but I didn't. Sorry for the ping. I wanted to ask you something. You don't have to ping me to ask me something. Just ask it. Was it in fan art?
This is Stephanie. She is a system engineer student.
Nothing like enjoy some Cornigan stream in the morning and dumb speeches from the TTS. Haha, titties. The uni. I need to do the drive. Okay, let's do the drive. Come on.
This is realistic. Oh no, it's loading. Is my stream crashing now? Is that what's gonna happen? Your videos are too high resolution. You need to make them like 480p so I can watch them. How long is the driving section? Is it like 1 hour? Oh no.
Ha, nothing stopped me from going to uni. Ha ha ha, Nako power.
Yeah, no, it happened, Samio. It did. This is like the longest driving section ever.
Oh no, another one, no.
High quality video. We like it. It feels like very true to life as well. Please don't be in the mountains. He's not in the mountains, people. He's not in the mountains. It worked. We did it. Yippee. Magic. Now what will crash next? I don't think anything. The game is completely 100% bug-free now. Verifiably so. Yes. For example, the shaking of the penguins, that is also not a bug. That is not a bug. That is a feature. "100% bug-free." It's amazing. I can't believe I did it. I'm the first developer ever to release a 100% bug-free game. First developer in the world. Isn't that amazing? That is truly amazing. Pow, 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 pow. Frost! I must kill him. Your kingdom is mine, Frost. I own your kingdom now. I'm the Monkey Wind. Yippee. So, let me think. basically the credits I want to fix. That was a big thing. And I think I'll do that maybe tomorrow or something. But then other than that, well, yeah, working the weekend. Yeah, I just don't stream in the weekend. I don't know, somehow I've tricked my brain into thinking like if I'm working when I'm not streaming, I'm not working. Because it's like when I stream, I clock in and I clock out. It's like, okay, I'm at work now. I'm working. Whereas when I'm off stream and working, then it feels like, oh, I'm just having fun with the game. Even though I could be doing like the most boring stuff. Yeah, start stream, start work, basically, yeah. So, I mean, sometimes I'll be working on the game on my laptop when I'm watching like TV and stuff as well. So like I'll do stuff off stream, but I think I need to fix up the AI because sometimes it freezes outside the doors as well. It's a problem. And also when they get off the tables, also problematic. I don't know what causes that to happen. We can see there's probably going to be no, okay, there aren't any. But like this fella here, you see he's just standing there for a while. It takes a while for him to start walking. Just kind of awkward. And I think these guys specifically, they even freeze sometimes, like permanently. Like this guy, he's just standing there. And I mean, not only is he just standing there, but he's just looking at the door like an idiot. Like at least look out. Don't look at your door thinking about like, what do I do next? But I should add more spawn points for them, because if I don't use all the apartment buildings, I could have penguins, you know, spawning in there. Like, for example, it wouldn't make sense for he's just locking the door, yeah, and the next penguin, and the next, and the next, and the next. But this one, for example, wouldn't spawn penguins naturally, because we already know who lives here. So it wouldn't make sense for it to spawn penguins. Whereas, like, these two might spawn penguins, and then maybe we add, like, this one you can actually go into. So we could do that. Yeah, I need to fix the lighting as well, because that's something that is quite problematic. But he's really good at dancing, though. He is. Very impressive. But it looks like an ad break is coming up, so I think I'm gonna just say, like, thank you all for tuning into this, like, short stream. I don't want to extort you guys for ads before the stream ends. So I'm gonna say thank you all for tuning in today, and we're gonna see each other on Monday. And we'll see, maybe I can get this test version up during the weekend. We'll see. It depends. I didn't expect to get a call from Sir Payday the 3rd.
It's up, Patricio said, have a nice weekend.
Have a nice weekend. Yeah. You all have a nice weekend too, so I will see you all later. And yeah, have a good one. I'll just end on this like nice note here.